actually. What's the difference, man?
Ibiza, Ibiza, you won't see me in neither. Invited to the function, I don't go, I got amnesia. I'd rather be in Vegas at the Caesars. My winter out in Josie, not in Bali, cause it's cheaper.
Switch it up.
From Africa, home of the diaspora. More than the trip around the globe, we just set the law. Travel like LeBron, I'm a traveling man. LAX out to Baltimore, then landed in France. Play some shows out in Germany, then bought in Japan. See these reps take me everywhere, I go where I can. That's the multi-pass, homie. I ain't bumping that, Brody. In New York, posted up like some Timberlands, homie. So I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed a flight up in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's a bither. I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed a flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's a bither. Oh, you stay with it. In the same city. I done been around this world, you can't think with me. Oh, you a wannabe, I'm what they wanna be. A well-adjusted free thinker, that's autonomy. That means I make my own decisions, boy, what do you do? I could spend a week or two out in Honolulu. And I ain't got $1 billion, but I got a screw loose to the people that see the world just like the news do. Why you say funded by some stocks? I'd rather make a punchline than punch into a clock. Life is hard, but you won't change it just wishing on a star. Cause you can miss this like you in the dark. This beat is intimate, so you can really feel my heart. System built for us to fail, but somehow we all prevail. By the time I was 17, man, I thought I'd be in jail. Cause we moved out to the burbs and still get cuffed up in a cell. Most are blind to this world, but this world, I see it well.
The snow continuing to fall as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight, a good one coming your way in the AFC. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Jets. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Evan McPherson getting this one started. Off we go in the snow from MetLife Stadium. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback, plays college ball at Virginia Tech. It's Tyrod Taylor.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it, and we'll find out early on what the plan is.
Jeremy Ruckert was the intended target. And it's going to bring up a third down. Here's Taylor. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, out comes Austin McNamara to punt for New York. Charlie Jones, the return man for the Bengals. Ball security a must in these conditions. Fair catch called for and taken without issue. So here come the Bengals. And, Greg, there is no denying the talent of this man. Joe Burrow led the league in passing yards and touchdowns a season ago.
We're looking at one of the most gifted quarterbacks in the league. And really, Mike, it's not just post-snap with the arm talent and the ability to make every throw, but it's even what he's able to do before the ball is snapped. He's one of the smartest quarterbacks in the league. Remember, coming off an injury-shortened season just a year ago, he's looking to prove he's still an elite quarterback in the NFL.
And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. It's a Cincinnati first down.
It's a gain of 10.
11.
Here's Brown. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 180. 180.
Gesicki, the man in motion.
First down.
Now Brown. And it'll be brought down at the, well, your guess is as good as mine. Why don't we just say he gained about 3 yards?
It's now second
Here we go.
and 6.
Gesicki, the man in motion. On the ground, here's Samaje Perine. It'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
11 mighty.
They'll run here with Brown. Trying to drive his way forward. I'm not sure he got there. Going to depend on the mark, but yeah, he's short. Short, and it's 4th down.
Many yards.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
And he's going to have a Bengals 1st down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th down.
That's another Bengals first down.
A tight end Fant in motion.
First down, Cincinnati.
On the ground, it's Brown. He left that first defender grasping for air as he winds up getting 8 out of that one. From the 25, here's 2nd and a yard.
180. What is that?
Now it's Perine. And he'll be taken down. We have a chance for the first points of this game as they set up 1st and goal.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
Here's a run to the 5-yard line.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
He'll get a couple, mark them down at the 3. They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. They bring Chase in motion. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Andre Yosibov. Touchdown, Bengals. Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Penei Wanwu now to return. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line.
First and 10. And they're on 45-yard line.
The drive begins with a run, and it's home. And boy, tough to bring down there, fighting forward for a gain of 7.
Across midfield to the 48-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
1 quarter in the books. It's the Bengals on top. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. The Jets have it here to start quarter number 2. They've got it with 2nd and 3 coming up.
Ready.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Jeremy Ruckert. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35.
Okay,
15-yard pickup there. And the Jets have a 1st down.
Get it.
1st and 10 at the
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Come on, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Throwing, Taylor. He completes this one to Mechie. And a good job rallies to the football, holding just a gain of a yard, sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
Ready? Let's go.
Taylor looking to throw. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
Guns.
Burrow now to throw on 1st down. He's got the hook up to Mike Gesicki. He's close to a 1st down. The gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 1. A carry here for Brown. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. They bring their tight end right. On 2nd down, they run the counter. Finding space inside the 40. And it will finally be taken down at the Jets' 20-yard line.
11 MT.
1st and 10.
That's good for a Bengals 1st down. It's a gain of
11 Thomas.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's complete. It's Yosibas. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Here we go.
at the Jets.
Hey, can't stop.
The tight end Fant in motion.
Stop.
On the ground, this is Piran. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
That's another Bengals 1st down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal.
11 mighty.
Brown.
11 mighty.
Will take this one in. Touchdown, Bengals.
I'll tell you what, this offense has come out and they have completely dominated here in the early going, Mike. I mean, this has just been methodical, sustained, back-to-back drives right down the field. And then to finish in the red zone, man, you just can't draw it up any better than that.
14, Jets nothing.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. To return, it's Isaiah Davis. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Hit as he threw. The pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here we go. Ready?
Back to throw is Taylor. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete.
Forced to his right. He'll air it out. Deep for Wilson. And this ball incomplete on third down. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there. And it's going to lead to fourth down. Fair catch will be taken here. It is right at the 40-yard line. The Bengals offense and running back Chase Brown headed back onto the field. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this second quarter. Looking to run away with this one before halftime.
1-1, ready? Here we go.
On first and 10, Burrow. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
180.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Back into the hands of Yosifov. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. Now a toss play, running left. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. So after the loss on first, here's second and 14.
Gun.
Now, Burrow. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one just didn't feel right from the jump. I think he sensed that he was either going to take a sack or get baited into making a bad throw. So ultimately a good decision. Just throw the ball away.
Throwing now on third and long. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There is nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down. So on fourth down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. And he'll be kicking right into the full effects of the wind. And this will not turn out to be a good return. Forced backwards, and they get him out of bounds. The Jets offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll begin with first and 10.
70.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
This one not quite on target. Too much. That one falls incomplete. Andre Yosifov was the intended receiver.
1-1, ready?
And it'll lead to a second down. They bring Chase in motion. Second down. Burrow. He'll spot Higgins. He makes the grab. They'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Here's third and 7.
Here we go. 180. Right shot.
Now, Burrow. Pass caught left side by Van. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
First and
take a shot here for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will take themselves to a 21-0 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchdown. The Jets offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And knock him down up beyond the 30. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10.
Ready? Cougar 19. Ready, right?
Now faking the give. Catch made right side by Wilson.
Running these underneath crossing routes, you wouldn't imagine lead to a lot of explosive plays, but when done right, if you can get the receiver in open space and get the ball in their hands, there's a lot of opportunity for big run after the catch and generate chunk plays.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. To throw is Taylor. He'll take a shot, looking for Wilson. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Now, Taylor. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen in Orlando, where I promise you the weather is much nicer than what we've been watching. But who doesn't love a snow globe game? And the meteorologists tell us we're in for more of it in the second half. So time now to get back out and join our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Scott, thanks. And you see it there. Whiteout conditions remain in effect as we are back for the second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Bengals offense and running back Chase Brown headed back onto the field. They'll start out first down and 10.
1-1, ready? Here we go.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. To the left side. Caught by Chase. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And pick up 3 or maybe 4. Brandon Stevens there to bring him down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to keep and get vertical.
Pickup of 15
you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down,
Gun.
Cincinnati.
The tight end Fant in motion. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
11.
Down at the 23-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Burrow to throw. Short one into the hands of Gesicki. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up the first down.
And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with first and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
And he overshoots everyone. It's through the back of the end zone and incomplete.
It's not often you see a pass that's out of the reach of this guy. I mean, 50-50 balls tend to go his favor more often than not, but this one kind of gets away from him just a little bit. Falls incomplete.
And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal. These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but...
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Samaje Perine. Touchdown, Bengals. So they decide to go for the touchdown, and Greg, they get rewarded on 4th and goal with the 6 points.
Yeah, I think the safe bet there is you settle for the field goal and you're happy coming off the field with points. But not this play caller. He rolls the dice a little bit, but give credit to the offensive line. They created just enough of a lane for this back to take it in for 6.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Wanwu. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Jets offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Go!
A run here with Hall. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Yeah, and this play, Mike, is really just the epitome of what we've seen this entire game. They have not been able to get anything going offensively. It almost seems like they've been operating going in reverse the entire day. In this case, another run, another loss.
Cowboy 80.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. That is caught. What a throw.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. The veteran Nick Folk here for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Jets are able to edge a bit closer. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. And that kick goes out of bounds right away, and that is a big mistake because that ball's going to be marked beyond the 40-yard line. We see a lot of this as they begin the fourth quarter on the ground. Down the sideline to the 20. And he will go all the way. Samaje Perine, touchdown Cincinnati. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were...
Extra point, it is blocked. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Davis now to return it. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. The Jets offense ready to see what they can do. They'll do so with 1st and 10.
Ready? Hey, check on move, 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready, ready?
They'll run. This is Hall. And he'll push forward like a little snowplow. Gain a yard as the snow intensifies.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And the Scrubbers continue these drops behind the line again. It is 3rd and long.
Ready, go!
Taylor. The open man is Wilson. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
This is a really popular concept on 3rd down. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. They call it mesh routes or drag routes. They want to create some traffic in the middle of the field and pop the receiver out the backside of the defense. But give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. They rallied to the ball and keeps them short from picking up the 1st down.
That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. On 1st down, Burrow. This one complete to Higgins. And he's Brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Here we go.
A run. It's Pira. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Loss of a yard on the play. It's now 3rd down and 4.
11.
Burrow. Flushed to his left. And he's close to the goal line. Won't have the touchdown, but he does pick it up on 3rd down. From the 1-yard line. First down and goal.
11.
Hero trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
This defense is able to get the hold here on first down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4-down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
And this is not going to do it either. Stop for no gain. And just like that, it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
To throw is Burrow. To the goal line and in. Mike Gesicki. Touchdown, Bengals. McPherson now for the PAT. His kick is good. And the Bengals will add 1 more onto their big lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. The return, here comes Davis. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. Trying to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
Taylor looking to throw. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready up. Down. Bronco 80. Let's go.
Here's Taylor. He'll get that to Wilson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
8 yards on the pickup.
That's not the type of play that's going to end up on a lot of end-of-the-season highlight reels, Mike, but listen, sometimes those little check-down crossers produce some positive plays. Stay ahead of the chains.
Here's 2nd and 2.
Get it.
Back to throw is Taylor. That's caught. Down the field is Reynolds. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Throwing, Taylor, out to his right. That one to the end zone, but incomplete. Reese Paul, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Ready.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked picked off by the rookie from Clemson. And the Bengals are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th down.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Like, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
The Bengals offense and running back Chase Brown headed back onto the field. And a few kneel downs should do it here. Defensively, they do still have those 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The tight end going in motion to the left. Here's Piron. And a good push defensively. They're going to get him down back at the 10.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
On the carry is Piron. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done. 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
12. Here we go. 11.
So this one, a win for the visiting Bengals. They were able to handle the elements. They're going to wind up victorious here in the snow. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Good night, everybody.
You heard about a man, the lift controller, the lever king. I told you, hop in and let the journey begin. Shake a shiny face, let you someone for on his face. So full of face, I just wanna get it up and down. We're moving on around, we're going up and down. We're moving on around. I wanna show you my world, where the beat goes up and down. Let me open the door. Elevator operator. Like him, I really wanna be like him. I wanna be like him. Forget about that. Hats up in the sky, and we keep getting the magic down, that you cannot deny. We're growing light, it's shining bright. I cannot wait to get inside. Still out of sight, when we wanna go up and down. We're moving on around, we're going up and down. We're moving on around. I wanna show you my world, where the beat goes up and down. Let me open the door. Elevator operator.
Just about time for some American football in front of this fired-up crowd here at London's Wembley Stadium. Today, a pair of rivals from the AFC West. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Las Vegas Raiders. Daniel Carlson ready to get us started. And off we go from Wembley. It's Bashard Smith now with the return. He's brought down just inside the 25. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And leading them as he always does, a quarterback seeking his 4th consecutive Super Bowl appearance and a 4th Super Bowl title. It's Patrick Mahomes.
Pretty remarkable, isn't it, Kate, that the worst season statistically in Mahomes' career was still good enough to finish 6th in the MVP voting and reach a 4th straight Super Bowl. Shows just how high his bar is compared to everyone else, and he's still the QB that almost all are chasing.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. It's Pacheco again. And they are going to have to face a 3rd down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7. Well, we're going to pause here, and for good reason. One of the Raiders was injured on that play and is being tended to. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Pistol now for Mahomes. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
A gain on the play.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
All set to go now from the 35. From the pistol, here comes Pacheco. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And they were ready for this one. No running room at all. He's taken down behind the line.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Throw here, 3rd down. Falls to the ground, now wrapped, incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Kansas City sends out its punt team. And he drives this into the pouring rain. Takes it in at the 21. Oh, what a hit! Jars the ball loose. And the fumble recovery is made. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Well, I sure hope all those defenders took a real quick swig of water over there on the sideline, Brock, because they are headed right back out there to get back to work.
No question about it. That's what really hurts. And you know that returner is looking at his teammates exhausted coming on the field. Well, maybe he's not looking at him. Yeah. He's making the beeline the other way because this defense now has to regroup and get it together. Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them in the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Hits him on the end route. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now. Well, that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Might be able to start their game with a score here, Brock. This is 1st and goal. Pacheco will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Another chance at 6. It's 2nd and goal. They go to him again. And he's stopped for a loss again, this time at the 3.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Has it down close. And the defense was ready. They got it at the line.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Mahomes to throw for it. And the shutout stays alive in the second half as that pass ball's incomplete on 4th and goal. So out had the Raiders for their first possession. And leading them out, you and I have both covered this guy, Brock, a veteran drafted back in 2013, coming off a career high in passing yards last season. It's Geno Smith.
Not been a whole lot of careers quite like Geno's. The miraculous second act of his career in 2022 is now old news. And I think it's because of a stubbornness, a stick-to-itiveness, and a competitiveness that you have.
Going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Hey, here we go. Hey.
It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back in a moment with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Raiders in possession. They are facing 2nd down deep on their own end. Back to Genty. Drifting ever closer to their goal line as he winds up backwards to his own 5. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. Right? I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
And the Raider, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Shotgun give here to Genty. He's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 20-yard line.
Another give here to Genty. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
There we go,
To the air on 3rd and long. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th. Down. Before he can break it upfield. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. And this weather, Brock, has been disrupting a lot of what both of these teams are trying to do. At this point, you gotta wonder who's gonna switch up their game plan first.
Yeah, when you practice indoors, or out under the cliff.
And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Pretty even match in this first half. And you just kind of wait. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that can go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Third down, it's Mahomes. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. Good job defensively here to contain the pass. This is going to be fourth down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Now, we are still scoreless in this one as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from London right after this. So on fourth down, out comes Madden to boot it away. And that's well into the end zone, so a missed chance to stick them near the goal line. Instead, they're going to have the ball at the 20. The Las Vegas offense is set. First and 10. First play is going to be a give to Jency. Oh, a lot of effort there, partners, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10.
At the 20-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Smith. Into the hands of Tyler Lockett. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. First down now, ball at the 33.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll toss it. Jency. Has some daylight through the 40. And he's going to have around 6 yards before he goes out. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up second and 3.
Second and 3.
So in read, they'll give it to Jency. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. They get 19 on that pickup. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
Las Vegas, first down.
Now Smith taking off with it. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run.
Brings up second.
Smith in the pistol. Finds him on the slant. And the stop is made at the 32, so give him almost enough for a new set of downs. The timeout taken by Vegas. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. On third down, Jency. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now following the play, we see the medical staff hurrying out for an injured Raider. To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Now Smith taking off with it. And he manages to reach the 19 before he's stopped. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run.
It's now second and 6.
From the gun, Smith. This one soars over everybody in the end zone. Just had to get rid of it. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. They'll throw, third and long. He couldn't hang on, Brock. It looked like a touchdown, but it slips right through his hands, and now it's fourth down. Daniel Carlson out to try this Raiders field goal. It's a 36-yard look from the left hash. Carlson's kick is good. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
Going to feel just a little bit better going into halftime. Anytime you score points right before the final frame, and for the kicker, he pays off his teammates' hard work.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. On the return, here's Nico Mejio. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. So a field goal game at the half. Good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hanson. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hanson here in our thankfully dry studios in Orlando. That's obviously not the case at the stadium, where the rain continues to play a factor in this game. Who will take better advantage of it in the second half? To find out the answer, let's go back out to the stadium and rejoin our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much, Scott. We are back, and our blankets of rain have not let up. We've got a drenched field out there. Going to be an interesting second half here. 2 quarters to go from London Town, and here we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Raiders and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. 1 play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Dive play, straight ahead. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now Smith taking off with it. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
The Raider first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Smith. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. And the Chiefs look like they have it.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it sets up 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Raiders take over at the 44-yard line following the turnover. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Encroachment defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. Starting this drive with a design run. So they manage a yard following the penalty. We've got 2nd and 4. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd down.
Line up the design keeper. Smith wisely slides down safely with enough to move those chains.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Genty from the gun. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
Read option on first down. He's going to keep it. Escapes the defender. And get forward about 5 yards, looks like. It's second down now.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
And he's not able to escape. His own read doesn't work. It's going to cost him a couple of yards, too. Maybe the wrong read on the option there, Brock, but it kind of looked like the defense had both reads picked up pretty well there.
I'd agree with you, because the option, you're trying to option off with one defender, like a 2-on-1.
Yeah.
That time, the defense was all over. Tremendous pursuit to knock him backwards.
And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
I love that call on third down, because it just gives you options. The best third down teams are teams that do just that. Right? They give you options. You don't let the defense dictate to you. You look at what they're giving you, and you take advantage of it.
And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Carlson good on the extra point. And the Raiders make it a 10-point ball game. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Mejio with the return. This makes it up to the 25. The Chiefs offense out to take over. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. It gives it Pacheco to start the drive. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City. Right back to Pacheco. And he manages to find a little traction on that soaked field as he fights forward for a couple. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's the Chiefs in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Pressure coming from Mahomes. He's got his man, that's Travis Kelce. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. To the air, Mahomes. Completes this one to Gray. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Another throw for Mahomes. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. And they get this down to the 28. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
First down, Kansas City.
Single play action. It's Mahomes. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Pride connecting with Xavier Worthy there. So it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Again, Mahomes to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looking for Travis Kelce that time. So now it's going to be third and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Throwing again, Mahomes. Out left, Worthy makes the grab. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, you do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force fourth downs just as they did.
Desperation time here. Throw caught by his running back. And that's a quick stop there before he can do anything with it. And that tackle forces the turnover on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in four-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. On the option, it's Senti. That's the tackle. He's got space ahead. He has it all the way inside the opposing 40.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Going to the ground again on first. He's up again. He's going to score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Carlson adds the extra point. And the Raiders take a 3-possession lead.
17. Chiefs, nothing.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return. This drive will start inside the 25. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. Man, if we're being honest, Brock, this game already over. It was a while ago, but still something for this offense to play for. They can try to avoid that. Shutout.
Yeah, it's kind of like a game, like baseball, right? You're looking up at that scoreboard and you know it's impossible, but find some momentum, something good to build on for next week.
Mahomes on first and 10. Completed over the middle. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. Mahomes running his guys in the hurry up.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the first down, Chiefs.
Working on first down. It's everything he has under this one. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send him back to the line for second.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning from London. Chiefs trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Nickel set here from the Raiders. Third down. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. He gets it to Rice. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Buying some time left. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in. Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
This one's to Rice out on the right side. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Raiders side of the field.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And he's caught. He's got Brown. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. Trying to set this up quick. Prior to first down, they decide to call a timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flat.
Yellow, yellow.
Back to the air, Mahomes. Next on the crosser. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Vacates quickly left side. Ooh, look at this, here he goes. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Play action, Mahomes. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. Not on the same page with his tight end. So now it'll be 2nd and goal.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So the incompletion on first. Here is 2nd and goal. He's got it on the bootleg. Flushed out of the pocket. Kelsey's got it right side. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs get it back to within 2 possessions. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. So 6 points at the buzzer, Brock, but 0 effect on our final outcome.
Yeah, I get that, but I'll tell you what, that'll be one of the first plays they watch in the film room this coming week. Like you said, they lose whether that's scored or not, but Coach will always emphasize effort on the field. And reaching that end zone to end an already decided game, that was effort with a capital E.
And he won't reel it in, but wouldn't get them to win anyway. Instead of a 1-point loss, it's going to stay at 3. So put this in the win column for the Raiders. And we know how rain can wreak havoc at any moment on a football field, but they didn't let that stop them today. They played their game, and as a result, they're leaving here with a victory. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. The Raiders winners, as we say cheerio from London.
Kickoff fast approaching for another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight, a good one straight ahead. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Houston Texans.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Mike Tirico, my partner Greg Olson, set to bring this to you. Kaimi Fairbairn getting this one started. And off we go here on EA Sports. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So the Panthers led out by their quarterback, Bryce Young. Shaky rookie year, but the back end of his second year, Greg, very effective for the man who was the #1 overall pick out of Alabama in 2023.
I think when you break down this game, Mike, I think it's really quite simple. I think it really comes down to the age-old, hey, be balanced on offense. Can their passing attack and rushing attack complement each other? Because what that does is it makes the defense defend the entire field. And then the #1 goal of every team, every week in the NFL, no self-inflicted negatives. That's tackles for loss, sacks, and then, of course, the most important one, don't turn the ball over.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 9.
Yellow.
Little play action with Young. Looking left side is tight end Tremble. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready.
Out of the shotgun, Young. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. On 4th down, Carolina going to send out Sam Martin to punt. Jalen Knoll deep for Houston. A nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. So out come the Houston Texans, and Greg, it is one of the good quarterbacks in the league. Offensive Rookie of the Year, #2 pick in that 2023 draft. Year 3 for C.J. Stroud out of Ohio State.
We had a chance to see him out on the field early in pregame, and I thought he looked really sharp. I thought he looked focused. We had a chance to talk to him earlier in the week, and he's excited for this opportunity today. He thinks he's got a chance to lead this offense and have a lot of success, and ultimately the #1 goal is to come out with a victory.
Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Stroud. He'll get that into the hands of Woody Marks. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 7.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. They'll try and run for this with Mixon. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down for Houston.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the 1st down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
And he'll be forced out of bounds and pick up a couple on that one.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
On 2nd down, Stroud. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Trevor Wallace. And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to wrap. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
moving to his right.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short gain.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Young. That's right side, taken in by Tremble. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
First down, Panthers.
Check pitch.
To throw, Young. That's going to be incomplete. Hubbard's very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Set.
McMillan, the man in motion.
Ready.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. That's going to be incomplete. And they'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter. Here's Sam Martin now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And this is going to work out just fine. Kick goes out of bounds at the 5-yard line. So the two sides going to make that long walk to the other end of the field. 0-0 is the score. More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's Texans football. Quarter number 2 begins as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. And this one is caught, but the momentum, that'll take him out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Could not get himself turned upfield.
Sometimes it's easy for a defense to lose track of a running back, especially when he leaks out from the backfield, but not the case here. They kept eyes on him the whole time. Comes in, makes a sure tackle, and drops him for a loss.
On the quick, right?
Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. He locates the open man. That's Christian Kirk. Now he's loose at the 40. He's to the 20. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. A big play there, about as big as you can get. That gains 81 yards. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give to Mixon from out of the pistol. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's in. What a drop. Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Texans. Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And he missed it. It is no good. And this is going to remain a 6-point margin. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. On the return, here's Trevor Etienne. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Panthers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Still in search for their first points in this one, but only trailing 6-0. And this drive will begin with the first down. Tremble comes in motion.
Ready?
On play action, Young. Pass to the rookie from Arizona, Tedoroa McMillan. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Panther first down.
They'll run without him. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. DJ Speed getting in there to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing on 2nd down, Young. That one complete to Leggett. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Here's Young. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, like, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
The Texans offense make their way out to take over once more. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. Into the secondary at the 45. And he'll be taken down. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll go right back to Mixon. And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8. Now it's 2nd and 1. A tick under 2 minutes until halftime. Greg and I continue in just a moment. 2nd and a yard.
All right.
Now Stroud. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there, and it'll be 3rd down. Now Mixon, and he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controls the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
That's a heck of a stop by this defense early in this game, Mike, and it sets up a decision for the offense. You might be a little too far away to attempt a realistic field goal, but you might be a little too close to get anything out of the punt unit. I think I'm keeping the offense on. I'm trying to extend this drive, and I'm being aggressive here early.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. On the bootleg, it's Stroud. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. The Panthers offense headed back to take over once more. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40.
Here we go, set. Look, set.
The motion man is Sanders. On 1st down is Young. That one's hauled in left side by McMillan. The Panthers will take their first timeout, and they'll together prior to the 2nd down play.
At the 49-yard line.
Check.
Here's Young to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now fourth down. Here's the punter now. He's on to punt it for the fourth time tonight. So that one's going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. The Texans offense and running back Joe Mixon heading out onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run it, and it's the USC man, Woody Marks. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Stroud going to set up the throw. King 3 downfield. It's cut. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stroud. And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half. Build something going into halftime.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this 2nd quarter. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's Stroud. He'll let one go deep for Kirk. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
He was trying to connect with his tight end, Dalton Schultz. Now it's going to be 3rd down. Here we go. To throw is Stroud. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. Well short of the 1st down marker.
A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Fourth down, and on comes Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal. This will be a 48-yard attempt. And he pulled it left. No good. And this is going to remain a 1-possession game.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hanson, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula and come out on top in this tight one as we hit the second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Texans offense and running back Joe Mixon heading out onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10.
All right.
They'll go play action with Stroud. This one, downfield, taken in by Higgins. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
On play action. Stroud. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. On the ground, it's Mixon. And this will be a short pickup down to the 45. Trevin Wallace in on the tackle.
That's a gain of 3.
Here's third and 7.
All right. Tony.
From the gun, here's Stroud. With the man, that's Collins. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Kindly Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This will be just inside 60, a 59-yard field goal attempt. That is not going to do it. Tried to bite off a rock with that one. It's no good. And this is going to remain a one-possession game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Check team.
On the ground, it's Dowdle. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second and 7.
Check team.
Here's a carry for Dowdle. And he does not want to go down. Somehow he turned that into a gain of 6. Third and a yard.
And it's third down.
Here we go.
Now Dowdle. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
On now is the punt team for the Panthers, as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Texans offense back onto the field for their next possession. On first down, they'll start with Mixon. And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line. Second down and 8.
On the pickup. It's second and 8.
Stroud. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect. And it falls incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Again, running right. It is Mixon. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
At the 43-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
From the 43, it's second and 3. Here's a handoff to Marks.
that combination of contact balance and strength to not only run through the contact, but then to also have the speed to break away once you get into the open field.
Throwing is Stroud. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Now return coming from the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Panthers' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Young. Over the middle, he locates McMillan. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Opposite. 3.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
We begin the 4th with a carry by Dowdle. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
Motion the slot man left.
Red 38.
Young to throw on 1st and 10. Now he's just going to pitch this one forward.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up the key 3rd down?
3rd and 2. Here we go.
Yellow. 1.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they get 5 on 3rd and 2.
Really nice play call there that time. I think early on the quarterback realized pretty quickly, Mike, this is a light box. We got to take advantage of it. They get the right run call dialed up, and they're able to move the chains.
Going to set up the screen here to Hubbard. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go now. 6.
Out of the shotgun. Young. A throw there. Caught. Finally get. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
And it's 3rd down.
Check.
On 3rd down, we'll try to get it on the ground. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line, but the official signal, he's got enough for the 1st down. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They've got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Check.
I'll give on the ground. And a good, hard run. He would not be denied. Surging forward to pick up 8.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
First and goal, Carolina.
Yellow, one.
Here's a run. And he will score. Game on. Rico Dowdle. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
And there's 7.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Here's Tremon Smith on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with first and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. On second down, Stroud. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their second. Talk things over before third down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Forced out wide. He'll air one out for Higgins. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up fourth down. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. The Panthers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a first and 10. That's right side, taken in by Tremble. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. A big one here in the fourth quarter. 38 yards.
On the set.
Here's first and 10.
Set, ready. Yellow, set.
They'll drop the throw. That's to the end zone, but just too far out in front. That one's incomplete. They'll come up now for second down.
Let's go. Hut.
Back to throw. Young. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. Third down coming up.
Down.
Now Young. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's close to the goal line. Won't have the touchdown, but he does pick it up on third down.
First and goal.
Here is first and goal. They'll run with Hubbard. Good blocking, and he's in to the Hubbard. Touchdown, Panthers. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to take over possession of the football. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Throwing on second down. Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Another really nice throw right there, and as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here, I'm a little surprised, if I'm being honest, Mike, with just how easy it seems to have been. It just seems like he's made every right decision every time that he's decided to throw the ball.
18. What's up?
Quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession.
Here we go. Here we go. 40.
Young to throw on first down. Throw on the run is complete. And they'll get about half what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Here's Young. Short one there, caught by Tremble. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
And the Panther first down.
Yellow.
From the gun, here's a handoff. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Set, ready. Set.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
Ready, ready. Set.
Tremble comes in motion. They'll go play action with Young. That's the left side, hauled in by Leggett. And he's in! Xavier Leggett, touchdown, Carolina. Greg, you can't ask for a better way to start overtime. What an exciting touchdown.
Yeah, the quick strike now allows them to take complete control here in overtime. They are a defensive stop away from getting out of this one with a big win.
Next to score, Panthers 21, Texans 14.
So, thanks to that recent rule change, still the chance to extend this game and match that opening overtime score as they receive the kickoff here. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Texans offense ready to get back to work. Now a first throw here in overtime. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding.
Still first down.
Stroud going to set up the throw. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Jaden Higgins, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Third and long.
Here we go.
Now, Stroud. Flush to his right. He'll let one go deep for Kirk. And it's intercepted. That ought to seal it. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Mike, at this point in the game, you just can't make that mistake. But at the same time, give credit to this defense. They continue to come up big, and no play bigger than that interception. You can bet, if this game ends now, that guy's going to find himself with a game ball.
So it's over. It's a win for the Panthers. What a finish to this one. The defense comes up with the interception in clutch time to seal it on the final play, and the defense walks off the field with the victory for their team. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night.
Yeah. Ran the money up to a whole nother level. Hustle, I don't know no better. When I got richer, these got bro, call me slow, 6 racks on a sweater. My think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Spent 60 racks on a camouflage bells. Duke diamonds on me, I'm a blue devil. 220 on me, Hessel and Gretel. I'm nothing like them, I put paper over pleasure. I used to want to imp, now I got several. If it's about money, then you know it's whatever. If it's about money, then you know I'm on it. These be hating on glitz, I don't it. Can't take my chain, I ain't nothing like homie. South Middle Spanish bad most want it. Hold up, let me switch the flow. Just like a breaker, yeah, I'm addicted to dope. This a cold word, yeah, keep a in my coat. Money hungry, yeah, tryna give me some more. Don't pack, this ain't. I'm talking down on glitz, I like he ain't the GOAT. If you don't agree, ask the streets and yeah. This 5 air, you already know. Already know how it go. Already know I got on go. Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go if you play or you troll. Freshest on the globe. Got tryna snatch out my soul. Running back pockets on swole. Young, got a whole lot of zeros. Running money up to a whole nother level. Hustle, I don't know no better. When I got richer, these got bro call me slow 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Spent 60 racks on the camouflage bells. Duke diamonds on me, I'm a blue gel. Two twin, I'm in hustle and grub. I'm nothing like them, I put paper over pleasure. I used to want to imp, now I got self. If it's about money, then you know it's whatever. If it's about money, then you know I'm on it. These be hate no glitz, I don't it. Can't take my chain, ain't nothing like homie. South Middle Spanish red, most want it. Yeah.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
We are across the Atlantic on the Emerald Isle as EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the vibrant capital city of Dublin, Ireland. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the New York Giants. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, so happy to be here. We are underway from Dublin, folks, in the NFL International Series. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. Leading them out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Ole Miss.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterbury. And it pushes way forward to about the 32. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's Dart. Now he'll tuck this and run. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down. And even 40 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Dart going to give to Scatterbury. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run here with Scatterbury. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Cam Scatterbury scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Giants will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here come the Saints now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former 2nd-round pick from Louisville, Shuck.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm time when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play action, Shuck. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Chris Olave. A gain of 7 brings up 2nd down at the 37.
Throwing, Shuck. Little short pass here to Hill. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. This one complete. It's Devon Vele. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 45-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Let's go.
Here's Shuck. Little short pass here to Hill. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, but sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
They run it again with Kamara. And he gets them a little over half of what they need, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. They'll run with Devin Neal, and he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
19 Tigers.
They'll try and run the option. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Offside, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Point out. After try forthcoming. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Let's go.
On play action, here's Dart. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a third down coming up. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Dart going to look to throw here. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. That is incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And they're going to be set up with excellent field position to start the drive as that gets out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is shot. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Saints.
Here's Kamara off the draw. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Toss wide side. This is Kamara. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 23. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. It's a quarterback sneak. And he is going to have a Saints first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Shuck. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. We'll get that complete to Vero. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
At the 29-yard line.
A give, it's Scatterbo. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's
another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, it's Dart. Now he'll tuck this and run. Touchdown! Malik Neighbors from 19 yards away. And the Giants take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. This time the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Saints 7. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, caught at the 21. To throw now, Shuck. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Shuck now to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame.
The Giants will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And it's incomplete. But a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
The defense more than did its Job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as he'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And, boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something, let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. From the gun, Shuck. We'll get this one underneath to Kamara. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now back to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
A gain of 3 on the play.
Back to throw here. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. This one taken in by Olave. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. A rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
9 yards.
That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them. And now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
13. It's 3rd down and 6.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right. So these 2 teams off to their locker rooms for intermission, and that means we go to Orlando. Here's Scott Hansen with our halftime report. Scott?
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the 2nd half. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And they trail here to begin the 2nd half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because We always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Second down.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. He's going to use his legs here. Yeah, nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Olave over the middle. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Looking to put a drive together. On play action, here's Dart. Now a run here, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ryan Brzee fought in and got him down. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 13.
3rd down and 13. An inside run with Scatterbo. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
10-yard gain, but it's 4th down.
They'll try it now with Scatterbo. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
The one thing I have learned about this league, more and more, you've got to take some chances. You know, if you play everything conservatively and play everything exactly like, okay, I know what to do in each situation, I don't think you're going to get very far. I love the call there, going for it, even on his own side of the field.
Yeah, and even though you're on your own side of the field, they were creeping towards midfield, so not as crazy as if they were back at their own 20.
Yeah, showed a little faith in the defense too, right?
Yeah. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. So the big gain, all for naught for the offense. That yellow flag is going to bring it back.
Oh, what a tough look for the offense because they see all that yardage lost and that ball's walked back and then some behind the original line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On play action, Sharp. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do, and right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try to make some plays in their backfield.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. On the handoff, this is Scatterby. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back now to the Emerald Isle, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
And the Saints, 1st down.
19, Simon, go!
They'll look to throw. Open man is Tipton. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
It's 2nd and inches at the 40-yard line.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's got some space here. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Again, it's Kamara. Oh, what a move. And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And they'll fake the jet sweep there and instead hand it Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. He had a man open, but missed him, and it's incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Shut to throw for it on 4th. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. That is caught by Vele. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing again here, Shuck. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Saints first down.
Here's Shuck. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Brian Burns picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing, Shuck. Under pressure, they got him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. They'll indeed go. Here's Shuck. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Gano for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he returns this to the 22. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down.
Recovered by the offense.
They'll send the tight end in motion. To throw is Shuck. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Now 3rd down and very long. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. Kayvon Thibodeau. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
A 10-yard loss on the play. Another 3 and out.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Scatterboot will take it in for the Giants touchdown.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and
now Shuck. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First down, New Orleans.
Shuck now to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. To throw now, Shuck. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Brian Burns. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Shuck. And he's going to go down again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The party, I assure you, just getting started. As we say so long, everybody, from Dublin.
Real in my circle, you can't fit. Don't too many be on some anti. I told her pull up, she asked me do I. Right now I'm fresh as hell, somebody take a flip. Pretty, back to back to back. Gang, back to back to back. Feeling me, back to back to back. Back to 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 back. Back like Rose and Matt Black, my Rover, cha-cha, gon' show you, cha-cha, gon' back to back like Rose and Matt Black, my Rover, cha-cha, gon' show you, cha-cha, they gon' heat me up, I been trying to keep it cool, these little, they tried to stop it, too late, my finger was already on, call me Shovel Man, she like the way I pull up and I